everyone, thank you for joining me. So I've got 3 days off work. I've been at the bench most of the day, but I've got to be honest, it's now 5:30 on the night and I really can't see what I have achieved, or I haven't achieved much, but I'm sure I have. I did go to a Teams meeting for work, which I needed to see because it's actually was regarding whether I've got a job in the future or not, so and it doesn't look good. But anyway, this is about stash ads. So I've recently bought some kits from Airfix. I got them direct from Airfix because I am a member of the Airfix club, so you get a few bonuses for that. The first kit is this Bond Bug 1/32 scale. I could enter this into the small scale group build, but I know 1 or 2 other people are doing that, so I shall do this for something else. So that's the first one. So another car that I could enter into the small scale group build is this Aston Martin DB5 1/43 scale. I bought this to possibly do for the psychedelic 60s group build, but Dan the man allowed me to do the Land Rover, which I bought at the same time. So the Land Rover went into that GB, this will go into another GB, possibly the small scale group build. Another kit I got from Airfix, one that I don't believe I've ever built, but it's vintage classic, so I wanted to get one. This is the Bofors 40mm gun and tractor. I could enter this into the wheeled vehicles in military use group build being run by Joachim and Marcus, but I've done the, what was it, 221 was it? I've done the 222, I've done doing the 223, and then there's another vehicle I want to do, so this will be for another time, or just something that I build because I want to. So that's that. Okay, some kits I got from Mike's Models from Paul. This is the SRN1 hovercraft. I recently saw, oh good grief, who was it? Was it Bob? Building this. I did build this when I was a kid, so that's another reason why I wanted to get it. Third reason is that it's a vintage kit. So yeah. As you can see from the price, Paul always knocks, I'm pretty sure he always knocks 10% off his kits. So I got this for £9.90 instead of £11. I think I saw somebody build this recently in the community. Messerschmitt 410. I've always loved the Messerschmitt 410 ever since I built the Matchbox 1/72 scale one, and I know that Charlie built that recently. One of the nice things about the Messerschmitt 410 is that I can actually pop to RAF Cosford Museum and they have got an ME 410 there. Sorry, correction, the last time I went there and all previous trips to Cosford they had a Messerschmitt 410, but it may have been moved to RAF Hendon because they tend to swap aircraft that they have between them. Again, this was from Mike's Models with a discount off on this. So that was the last of the models. Now on to the figures, and there are a lot of them because I am just in the zone for painting figures at the moment, so that's what I'm buying presently. This is a commemorative series figure. Games Workshop tend to release like a Christmas edition figure, and this is Gloomspite Gitz Grotmus Gitz. As you know, I'm painting Gloomspite Gitz up at the moment, so I decided to take the plunge with this. Not cheap, I think it's £25. Unfortunately, I then realised a visit to Mike's Models that he's selling them, and he's selling them for £2.50 off that price, so never mind. And another one from the commemorative series for 2023 is the Red Gobbo Surprise. Again, just a bit of fun to paint these up, although I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do these stripes on this. Next up, but unfortunately they're in these drab boxes. I would have preferred a nice image on the box. These are the new iterations of the Eldar Striking Scorpions. I had Striking Scorpions some, I don't know, 35 years ago in my Eldar army, and they were my favourite Exarch figures. So when I saw on somebody's channel that Striking Scorpions had been re-released as these new iterations, I just had to have them. So that's that. Another purchase direct from Games Workshop, so all of these are from Games Workshop, is Spider-Fang Big Boss on Gigantic Spider, and thankfully this is a figure I can paint up for Warhammer Old World. I had bought it initially for the Age of Sigmar, but there was the hope that I would be able to use it for Warhammer, so this will be on a square base, not a round base. And I'm looking forward to building this and painting it, although I do not like spiders. Right, I can't remember where I got these from. It may have been from Element Games, because they do knock prices off the figures as well. In fact, I rarely now buy direct off Games Workshop. I go to either Mike's Models or somebody like Elements Games. These figures are from the Daughters of Cain range, the Dark Elves, I think, or a part of the Dark Elves. And I bought these to do them for a diorama that I wanted to do, but I'm not sure I'm going to use them for that now. So they will just be painted up, possibly just for Age of Sigmar. Okay, so these are Collegiate Arcane Mystic Battle Wizards. I got an idea that these are originally from the Warhammer range, not from Age of Sigmar, but I could be wrong. And the reason I bought them is to paint them up for Warhammer, because I do want to do an Empire army, because I used to have one. So that's why I got those. Again, unfortunately they're in the bland box as opposed to one with a nice image on. Okay, so this figure is from the Dark Elf range. This is the Dark Elf Sorceress. I think it may be Sisters of Cain Sorceress. But as you can see on the top there, it says Warhammer, and I think this figure was released as a Warhammer figure, not of Age of Sigmar. If I just turn it round, is there a square base in the packaging? And the answer is yes, there is a square base in the packaging, which points towards Warhammer. But what they've done is Warhammer Old World doesn't follow the same base inside sizes as Warhammer used to, so I need to check that that's the correct base for this figure, and if not, then obviously get the right size base for it. Okay, so 5 boxes left. This is going to sound a bit daft. I bought this Combat Patrol Genestealers. I've been watching people play with Combat Patrol excuse me, rules for 40k. Basically, you buy one of these boxes, paint it up. Sorry, let's start again. You buy one of these boxes, put it together. Whether you paint it up is up to you, and then you just play with these figures. You don't create an army list or anything like that. You just play what's in this box. 40k combat rules. I think it's trying to encourage people to just get into 40k. As I say, watch somebody, a couple of channels using these in a game, and just thought they were a load of fun. I did used to have Genestealer Court when I used to play 40k, again some 35 years ago or 30 years ago. Of course they were all metal then, so an interesting army to put together. It may be that I'll just have fun putting these together, painting them up, and then I will flog them on eBay, hopefully making a bit of a profit on them. We will see. But yes, that's that one. So apologies if you've seen this already. I don't think you have. This is the Ogor Moor Tribes. It's in the Vanguard box from obviously Games Workshop, and the suggestion is that the Age of Sigmar armies are getting Vanguard boxes like this, and that it may be an indication that, similar to Combat Patrol boxes for 40k, the Vanguard boxes will be something that you just buy, build the figures, and then play with them using new Vanguard rules for Age of Sigmar. I don't think that's been confirmed yet, but that's where a lot of people are thinking will take place. As you know, I used to have an Ogor army, but I ended up selling it. I don't know whether I broke even on buying the plastic or whether I made a bit of money on them. But I'm looking forward to painting these because I do like the Ogors. And it may be that I can paint them up and use them for Warhammer. Next box is another combat box. This is Combat Patrol Space Wolves. I saw this in Mike's Models. I think it was £72. I don't know whether these are now going for £95, so it was a huge saving. Again, it's possibly just something I will have fun building, painting, and then I may even flog them. We shall see. So that's that. Another one from Mike's Models was this Adeptus Sororitas. Now I do like the Sisters of Battle, which is what these are. Apparently they're an expensive army to build though. Their stuff doesn't cost a lot points wise, so you have to have a lot of it in order to play 1,000 points, 2,000 points. But again, this will be a box that you just build up the figures and then play with. So it'll be fun to paint up some Sisters of Battle, but obviously I may not do anything more other than putting them on eBay. This last one was a bit of a surprise. I bought those last two Combat Patrol boxes from Paul at Mike's Models, and I came up to the till ready to pay for them, and Paul saw me. I thought he was coming to the till, and he didn't. He went into the back, and I thought he'd got to do something before serving me, which is fine. Next thing I know, he comes over with about 6 boxes of 40k, and he puts them on the surface next to the cash register, and he just says to me, pick one. And so I had a look through them. I actually tried to pick the cheapest rather than picking the one I really wanted. So anyway, I saw these, and I says, those, and he says okay, and he just gave them to me free of charge. Basically, he said to me that I've supported him for so many years that he just wanted to show his appreciation by giving me some figures, so which was really nice of him. So these will be an interesting project again to paint up, and of course they go with the other Sisters of Battle I've just shown you, so that's pretty cool. So there you go guys, that's it for this stash update. I am actually picking up 3 more models tomorrow. Paul had some models on a surface, and I couldn't believe that he'd got these kits, and I said, are you selling those, or are they for somebody? And he says, why? I said, because I would like one. And he says, which one? I said, well actually I would like one of each that you've got. And he says, okay. So he then proceeded to take them all off and put them in the back, and he says they'll be waiting in the back for you when you want to come and get them. So I'm probably gonna, because I'm off again tomorrow, I'm probably gonna pop to the shop tomorrow and get those, which will be really cool. Anyway guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope your week has started well. Mine certainly has, because I'm not a bloody work. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.